Hey guys, welcome back to the Chaotic Little Book Corner. My name's Acacia. Today we're doing the must-read books tag. And I saw this on Mercedes' channel. I will link her video down below. I will try and find the original video as well. Let's jump right into this. So, question number 1 is name a few ways that you discover books. I'm going to leave a link of every single YouTuber that I go to for book recommendations down below, because if I try and name you all, I'll forget someone and then I'll watch this and I'll feel like a jerk. So I'm going to just say right now, list down below of all the booktubers I follow, because there's a lot of you that actually cause my wallet a lot of harm. So thank you for that. The other way that I usually find books is Goodreads. Goodreads I will spend hours on, which is slightly ridiculous because, you know, no one should spend hours on a Goodreads app. I just cut my finger. It's sad. No one should spend hours on Goodreads, but I do. It's fine. BookTube and Goodreads. I just go back and forth between the two and add books to my Goodreads, and then I'm like, oh, this one says that it is like this one, and maybe it's good, and then I go to the cover because it's special, and then I'm like, whoo, that looks like an interesting book. Add to must read, and then I have 1,000 to be reads, and problems occur. So, you know. Do literary awards influence you whether you will not Do literary awards influence whether or not you will read a book? There we go. No. Short answer is no. I'm more aware of the Man Booker Prize than I was last year. So like if I see that the Man Booker Prize was either won or shortlisted, I will sometimes, if I'm already looking at the book and I see that the Man Booker Prize gave them praise, I might look harder at it if I was going to put it back. But in general, I don't care whether it's won an award. I don't care how many awards it's won. There might be awards out there that I'm not aware of that would really like push me over the edge and be like, you must read all these books because all of our awards are stunning and breathtaking. But I haven't found that yet. So I don't know. Do you feel pressure to read books that are considered important? Yes. Because my mother is an English major. I grew up in a family where books were just a basic thing. So I would bring home this book and I'd be like, it's so exciting. And she'd be like, well, what about Pride and Prejudice? And I'd be like, okay. And then I'd go read Pride and Prejudice. I wouldn't understand it, but makes her happy. So yeah, there was a huge element of me just, I would read because I loved it. And then there was this huge, I come from a family of readers, on both sides, on both generations, far back actually. So it's not new to me to understand that I need to read literature from far back that's important to understand what's current, and to understand that what's current is possible now because of the literacy in the past. But, you know, choices. I kind of want to read what everyone else is reading right now. But I am planning to join Jen if she actually, or when she announces her Jane Eyre buddy read, because I want to reread it and I have a new copy coming. So I'm excited. Because I don't actually own a copy, apparently. I realized this recently. I got a copy when I was in high school and it wasn't mine. So it went away. And now I don't have one. So I need one. So I will find one that's pretty. Does your average star rating on Goodreads influence you? Oh, what influences me? Yes and no. Yes and no. If I see a Goodreads book with a 3.6 to like a 3.9, but it's got over 2,000 reviews or like 1,000 reviews, I'm still going to probably look into it if I'm interested. If I'm looking at a book where it's like a 3.6 to a 3.9 and there's only like 5 reviews, I'm probably less likely to look into it. However, if there's like 5 reviews and they're all like 4s and 5s, of course I'm more likely to read it. It's kind of based more on the general population. Like, is there 1,000 people reading this or are there 5 people reading this? Personally, I like to read the book that 5 people read because I feel like I might actually get a good conversation on Goodreads going, but that's just me. So yeah, that's that. But the star rating doesn't usually influence me too much, just only a little bit. Show some low star rated books that you love. So, honestly, I don't really, I don't think I have a lot of books that are lower starred ratings, not because I don't own them, but because I don't own a lot of books. I think that a lot of the books, okay, so maybe I should rethink my question. I think a lot of the books that I have and own that have lower star ratings, I still purchase them, but they don't make it as high onto my TBR as quickly as they would if they were a higher rating. That is probably the best way to explain it. Like, for example, I don't know how low or high the rating is on Swamplandia, but I know I'm going to read it because Mercedes loves it, and I know I want to read it because it sounds amazing, and I've read the beginning, and I just really, really am obsessed with it, but I'm terrified that it won't go the way I want it to, because like Amy Bender, I'm obsessed with, I'm in love with, and I think that somebody compared Amy Bender to Karen Russell, and I'm terrified that I'll be disappointed, so I get really nervous. That's my big thing, is when I'm looking at a smaller good star rating, and I'm like, oh, I want to read this, and then I buy it, and then I'm like, what if it's not good? And then I bite my nails, and it gets really awkward, so, you know, that's all fun. Now show us some books on your TBR that you've been influenced to buy by the first question. Oh boy, are you guys ready for this? Because this is gonna get crazy. A Portable Shelter by Christy Logan. Oops, I'll get that in a second. Let's see what else. An Invisible Sign of My Own. Swamplandia, I already showed you. That's got a little tear in it, so I don't like to put it on the floor because it might get hurt. Out. I feel like I'm just pulling out Jen and Mercedes books. The Girl Who Couldn't Read. John Wyndham, The Chrysalid. Anything Allie Smith, anything Margaret Atwood, anything Haruki Murakami, anything. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it with that number because that's enough. I think we're good there. But yeah, that's how I usually pick out books for my reading world, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's not the most logical, and it's kind of ridiculous because I usually end up picking something up based on also how it feels. Like, if I pick up a book and I'm like, ooh, I can just hold you and hug you, then, you know, I can hug a book, and I'm happy with that. So now I'm awkwardly hugging a book, and I'm going to go now because I've officially awkwardized this. All right, I will see you in the next video. Bye!